Hello everyone. Before we get started, please like and share this video. It really helps me out. Also, if you can, subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you cut on all notification bells so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. And one more thing, when you're watching my videos,
You better make sure you look behind you.
I don't live in dorms anymore, especially since you have to have a roommate most of the time. I'd rather scrape up pennies to get my own place that's close to my college that I'm attending to, especially after what happened during my freshman year in college. My name is Ronald, and this happened to me 2 years ago. As I'm telling you this right now, I'm still attending college, and I'm almost ready to graduate, but this happened back in my freshman year of college. I was just packing my stuff up while my father and my mother were helping me. And once I got that together, we drove about 2 hours to my college that I was going to be attending to. I'm not going to mention the college or what state or city it's in for obvious reasons, but it was a college that was about 2 hours away from me. Once I got into my dorm, I got everything settled and situated. A few hours after everything was set up, I decided to sit back and take a little bit of a nap. I was sleeping peacefully until I heard the door opening. It was a heavier set guy who entered into the room. He had brunette hair and blue eyes. He stared at me and then he introduced himself. "Hey, what's up? My name is Travis. I'm your roommate." "Oh, well, nice to meet you, Travis. I'm Ronald," I said to him while fist bumping him. He seemed like a really chilled and laid back guy, so I didn't think I was going to have any problems with him. But boy, was I wrong. And I noticed the warning signs early on. One of the signs happened that night. I was laying up in my bed, reading something on my laptop, and that's when I noticed Travis standing at the doorway. It almost spooked me because of his large frame. I thought momentarily he had to go to the bathroom or something, but then again, I had to realize there was a bathroom in our room. And maybe I thought maybe he needed to get out to get something. I mean, his bed was sort of next to the door, and it was across the room from my bed. I cut on the light, and what I saw almost made my heart sink. Travis was staring at me, and he had this grin. It was a very uncomfortable grin. So I asked him, "Travis, are you okay?" "Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine," he responded to me with a stutter, snapping out of whatever trance he was in. "Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go off to bed. We got a long semester ahead of us," he said to me. And I cut off the lamp and I fell off to sleep. The next morning I got my stuff together. Travis was already gone. I guess he had an earlier class than me. I attended my class throughout the day, and I didn't come back to my dorm until around 6 o'clock p.m. When I got back, I noticed I saw a letter in my bed. I didn't see Travis anywhere. I saw his stuff laying on his bed, but I didn't see him, and he wasn't in the bathroom. I walked over to my bed, and I grabbed the envelope, and I opened it. It was a note. It was from Travis. The note said that I had feelings for you. That's all it said. I was a little weirded out by it. Not that him being gay was a problem, because I have no problem with that. You know, if you're gay, you're gay. And you should be proud of who you are. But I just found it kind of weird because he didn't know me, and second of all, I wasn't gay. So I held on to the envelope, and I looked at it as I waited for Travis to come back into our dorm. Once he came back in, he smiled and looked at me, and he asked me, I hope I'm not making you uncomfortable by, telling you that. Hopefully the feeling is mutual. You've been really nice to me, and, it's really hard for me to make friends. Especially, it's kind of hard for me to hop in relationships. Hey, look, I'm happy for you that you're comfortable with your sexuality and everything, man. And that's great, but, I'm not gay. I'm sorry to break that to you. Hopefully you find a guy that actually loves you, and I support your decision, whatever you want to do, and that's fine, and you have my support 100%, but I'm sorry, I'm not gay. When I told him this, it seemed like he took the news very hard that I wasn't into him or that I wasn't gay. He seemed like he was hurt by it. He looked down like he was sad and he was pouting. Okay, that's fine, he said to me. Later that evening, I was studying my ass off because every professor from all the classes I was taking gave us a bunch of homework, and I was trying to get through at least half of them. As I was studying, Travis was laying in his bed, but I can feel him staring at me. I ignored him and I kept studying. And afterwards, a couple hours later, I went off to bed. As I was sleeping, I felt my bed indenting, and then I felt someone on top of me, something with massive weight. I jolted my eyes awake, and I tried to reach for my lamp, and I cut it on, and I almost yelled at the top of my lungs. Travis was on top of me, completely naked. What the hell are you doing? Get off me! I punched him in the stomach, and I jumped off my bed. What were you trying to do, Travis? Huh? What were you trying to do? I asked him, demanding answers. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I just couldn't stop thinking about you. It just made me, take off my clothes when I thought about you. Immediately when he said that, I didn't respond to him. I just started grabbing my stuff, whatever I could, and I ran out of our dorm room. I went towards my friend's dorm room, a friend that I'd known for a while, and I slept in his dorm room for that night. Afterwards, I talked to the administration about changing rooms, but unfortunately, they didn't have any available rooms. I reported Travis to the administration, but from what I saw, nothing had happened. I was furious about what happened, and therefore, I decided to use my savings to get me an apartment that was nearby. Afterwards, when I came back to school after taking about 2 weeks off, I noticed that Travis was not there anymore, which I was glad. What he done to me was very sick and disgusting, and I didn't know what his intentions were. But I'm glad that I have my own place and I don't have to share another dorm room with anyone, especially someone who's weird. It made me have trust issues. I hope Travis is getting the help that he needs, because he needs a lot of it.